wanna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we
Hey everyone, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yep.
Happy Mother's Day to you too.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I forgot to get cards, and I didn't get cards in the mail.
To our moms.
To our moms.
Well,
So that's why we're
it's not
doing
your
this.
responsibility to get both of our moms cards, but
Well, I like picking out the cards, but I haven't been to the store much.
yeah, exactly.
So that's why we're doing today's video. We wanted to wish our moms personally happy Mother's Day. And this is a card that won't just sit on your mantle and gather dust. And
Or
you'll
go in
be
the
like,
trash
or
can after 3 days.
go in the trash can. So this is a card that keeps on giving.
Right.
So I thought it would be fun.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Yeah, Mom, happy Mother's Day. And the other thing I think is just thinking about all the moms that can't be together with their families this year.
Such a weird year.
It's really weird.
2020,
So,
who knew?
good old 2020.
I thought 2020 was going to be like one of the greatest years of the century.
It still could be.
Yeah, it definitely
You
could
know,
be.
it's not over yet.
But it
I
seems
know.
to have taken a weird turn
Well,
in March.
You know, it's kind of like being a mom. You start out and things can be really rough for a while. So we just wanted to just reach out to all the moms out there, and I just wanted to encourage you from a fellow mom that things have probably been really rough over the past couple of weeks. Even grandmas, you're away from your grandchildren, and the moms that are now put in the position where everybody's home constantly.
Yeah.
It's just really rough, and people are alone, and it's just hard. So that also reminded me, last year I put out a Mother's Day video, and it's actually, I was thinking about it the other day, and it was a lot of fun, kind of how we did it. So
We were actually in Florida at the time.
you said it. You're gonna make me sad.
I know. We miss our Disney, but
Yeah, last year Luke and the kids took me to Disney for Mother's Day, but before we left we had a mishap with some birds in the backyard.
oh yeah.
And that became part of my Mother's Day video. So we'll include that below as well. So check out that video, guys, especially if you're a mom looking for some encouragement.
That's a great video. So what are we doing today for Mom?
So let's get going. So this is for our moms, and I thought it would be fun. I wrote down some questions on some cards. Okay, you want to do the first one?
Sure, I'm gonna ask you and then I'll answer it too. So what was one of the things your mom did that you are proud of her doing?
You know, one of the things that stands out the most is my mom had a dream and she found it and she went after it. She wanted to be a cosmetologist, that's a hairstylist. And I remember we were really, really young, and she went to cosmetology school. She had a lot of late nights. Dad was taking care of us, but I think that spoke to me. You know, she had this dream, and to watch it become reality. And then eventually she opened up her own hair salon. It was a successful business, and just watching her take her passion and make it just be part of her life. And that was really encouraging to me, as mom, watching you go after that, and you never quit, and how hard you worked, and it really made an impression on me. So,
That's cool. That's a great example.
Yeah.
It's funny because I kind of want to answer about your mom too, but I'm gonna.
We can do both.
We could do that. So just the one thing that I'm so impressed with about your mother, my mother-in-law Nancy, is she's a really hard worker. Like she can outwork me. I think she's stronger than me, pretty sure. In fact, I know she is.
Don't ever arm wrestle her.
but wow, she knows how to work. And that work ethic, I think, is what we both brought together, and you know, we try to instill in our kids too. But that's really cool. So my mom was obviously a pastor's wife. Well, not obviously, she was a pastor's wife, and the thing, there's plenty of things I could say that I'm proud of her in terms of how she handled that role, because that's a tough role to be in. But actually, it's funny you say what you said, because the thing that I remember, and now even as an adult, even more proud of her about, is the fact that she started her own business with a partner when I was probably in 7th, 8th grade. She and a partner friend of hers, they actually started a business, accounting business. And, you know, being an entrepreneur now, starting out that path myself and trying to, on trying to build business, I know that just totally impresses me that she was able to do that. And she worked out of our house in a home office with her partner in a room, you know, the size of a small bedroom. It's actually my old small bedroom. And she and her partner really built a nice business. I think they had up to 40 or 50 clients that they did all the bookkeeping for before they ended up selling the business. But totally impressed with Mom that she did that. And, you know, and actually, while that one of those years, while it was homeschooling me at the same time, which that's a challenge for a lot of reasons, but
I wouldn't want to homeschool you,
especially while trying to run your own business, right? But anyway, I was very proud of Mom for starting her own business.
Something that both our moms, so Susan and my mom, I just, being a mom myself and knowing how much that takes, and to know the energy that they were already putting out for that, guys, I'm just blown away by both of you, the strength and the courage that you both had. So we're proud of you, and to be able to do that and still be a good mom. Wow.
I think there are a lot of things we could sit and think about and talk about that we're proud of our moms about. Next question.
Do you want me to read?
No, I'm going to keep reading.
Okay.
What is one of the funniest mom moments you remember?
My funniest mom moment that I remember, and this will actually go down, it has in the history books. So we were in 4-H, and my mom and a whole bunch of other people in our 4-H club made all of us, they had all of us kids get together, and we would do skits, and you would compete at the county level, and then you would go to the state level. And the year that my mom and all the other people did it, it was Pecos Bill was the skit, and I was Slewfoot Sue. And we had made it to State Fair, and we were in the final round at State Fair. And so my mom thought, to help me be my character and see more be more dramatic on stage, she decided that it would help to put,
I know where this is going. I just remembered.
She got Miss Piggy eyelashes from a Miss Piggy costume, and they were trying to make my makeup more dramatic, and she went to glue them on my eyes at State Fair, and it was 10 minutes before we were due on stage. She was doing them back, and she goes, "Okay, Jill, go ahead and open your eyes." And I couldn't open my eyes. And I was starting to cry, and I was in 3rd grade, I think, and all of a sudden you hear my mom go, "Ed," and that's my dad, "Ed, Ed." And she had accidentally, because she was putting the eyelashes on, glued my eyes shut.
That's unbelievable.
And so, yeah, we got my eyes back open, and I went on stage, and we won Grand Champion at State Fair, and I also won Best Performing Actress that year. So. And
you did it all with your eyes closed?
They got my eyes unglued before we went on stage. But, Mom, I love you, and I've had worse mom moments than that, I think.
So, my mom, I think it's not a single moment for, the question again is one of the funniest mom moments, but I will tell you, it's when I got older, when we got to sitting around as a family and talking about something, and something triggered Mom, she would go into this laughing fit. And this still happens, actually.
I've seen those fits.
But her laughing when she is laughing uncontrollably, you know, she's crying and everything, tears are streaming, and she just laughs so hard. It sends me into a laughing fit, and I can't stop. And then, you know, that kind of laughing fit when your stomach hurts, and yeah, that's those. I have many moments that I remember when we laughed really hard together. So that's probably
Okay.
So
Yeah.
All right. So describe your mom in 3 words.
Oh. Just 3? I only put down 3.
3 words.
That's hard. Strong. Determined. And a force to be reckoned with. That's not a word, but that's a phrase.
No, that doesn't count. A force to be reckoned with. 6 words.
I said, but it's a phrase.
All right. You said words, but I'll let it pass.
Okay.
So I think 3 words that best describe my mom would be honest, faithful, and gentle.
Okay.
Honest, faithful, and gentle.
Oh, and I want to add
Those are off the top of my head, Mom. Sorry if they don't describe
Well, and I
you
want
very
to
well.
add one more, and this goes for both of our moms. Loving.
Yes, of course.
I knew loving's like right at the top.
That one
that's
just
a
goes
given.
without saying. Exactly.
So, yeah.
Okay. Oh, what trait or characteristic did you get from your mom?
I would think her determination, because I know once I get my mind set on something, I can get really just determined and focused on that one thing. But the other thing is, once I'm committed to something, like I go all in, like my creativity.
That's a big one.
Mom's creativity. Anytime she committed to a project, her creativity came out. And this once again was for Pecos Bill, the play. For our stage setting, she wanted real live soap weeds or yucca plants, and she made my dad go out in the pasture and dig up live yucca plants to put on
Of
the
course she did.
stage.
Just like you had snow in our kitchen for our daughter's birthday when she wanted a frozen birthday.
Yes.
Snow
So,
in the kitchen.
The determination and commitment.
Creativity is the word there, I
Yeah.
think, for sure.
Yeah.
So I think for my mom, actually, the trait or characteristic, I actually take a lot of my parenting style from my mom. So I learned a lot about parenting from the way she parented me, and I think a lot of that shows up in how I parent and we parent, obviously. But we're very aligned in our parenting styles. I think we got really fortunate in that mix, because I know some couples are drastically different. Like one's the authoritarian and one's the super soft and sweet.
Good cop, bad cop.
We're both bad cops. No, we're both very similar. But Mom taught me a ton about parenting. And of course, she didn't realize it at the time, but maybe she did. But you know, my parents believed their mission was to raise good adults, and they started at a very young age. And I think that's kind of what our focus has been. So anyway, thanks, Mom, for all your help in helping me to be a good parent. Okay, I think this might be the last one. Yeah, it is. So I love this one. This is my favorite question because it's about food. What was your favorite meal your mom made? I can start if you want.
Sure.
It's so easy for me.
Yeah, it's easy for
Mom,
me.
you know this one. Chicken roll-ups. Chicken roll-ups.
Of course.
To this day, Jill actually took the recipe from Mom, and now Jill makes it as my special meal, birthday meal, things like that. But I absolutely love Mom's chicken roll-ups. So I've described them in a previous video. I'll describe them again. But basically, you make a mix that goes in tortillas, and then you bake it
It's
like
a casserole.
burritos in the oven. But in that mix is cream of mushroom soup, which was the staple ingredient in the 90s when we were all growing up, right?
Yes,
in casseroles.
It was in all of our recipes.
It's in casseroles.
Yeah.
Also, chicken, and of course, my mom cooked the chicken and then cut the chicken off the bone. I mean, now there's easier ways to do it. You can buy
Just go get the
boneless, skinless
rotisserie
chicken breast or whatever.
chicken.
Anyway, so then it had chicken. It had broccoli, tomatoes, And it sort of had the cream mushroom soup, made it all creamy, and cheddar cheese. So it also had French fried onions in it. Those are so good. Those are what's like on a green bean casserole. But then after you roll them all up like chicken roll-ups, right? And you put them all in the baking dish, and then you put cream of mushroom soup on top, like smothered.
Oh, it's got tomatoes in it.
I said
too.
tomatoes, and then you put more cheese on top, and then you put French fried onions on top, so there's a crunchy layer on top. They're so good. And then when you serve them, of course, you got to have the Tabasco sauce to spice them up a little bit. But
I think I need to make
I
this.
love my mom's chicken roll-ups, and I don't know where she got the recipe.
It's
Probably
a
like
good
a
recipe.
Betty Crocker book or
I don't
something
know.
like that. But I love that.
It's really good.
Oh wait, there's a second question here that I should
I-
answer. What was your least favorite meal that your mother made, Mom? There's a couple, but no, I mean, look, there was one, and I don't even remember what it was, but I remember the ingredient was water chestnuts, and
I like
I do not
chestnuts.
like water chestnuts, so that made that meal bad. But there was this other thing that was like ham and beans on cornbread, and then we put maple syrup on top of that. And I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, but that one I did not look forward to. You think I didn't like the salmon patties? I liked the salmon patties. They're all right.
that's
We had
so
salmon
funny.
patties and then rice,
Yeah.
whatever. And then Mom made also a really good, in one of those skillets, those plug-in skillets.
Yeah, we had one of those.
She would
Yeah.
make sweet and sour chicken, and that was fantastic too. But Mom had her staple meals. She's
Okay.
a good cook. Good. She doesn't cook much now because Dad does all
He
the
took
cooking.
over.
But
Yeah.
great cook, and I love those. I love those meals. So okay, favorite meal and least favorite meal.
Oh, hands down. And what's funny is you talked about one of those skillets that you plugged in.
Yeah.
This is what we used it for.
Yep.
Country fried steak.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever fried anything in this
so
skillet, but that sounds good. I've had
Oh my gosh.
her country fried steak before, and it's been phenomenal.
Yeah. It was just, and we'd call it round steak is
Yeah.
what we'd call it.
Yeah.
But then after that, she'd make this cream gravy with
I've had that.
all the bits still
Her
left
gra-
in there.
The bits? What are
okay, I had to say bits because nobody else would get it. So my mom and I grew up knowing them as this. Anything that fell off fried chicken, the fried steak,
So basically, fried batter.
it's called goodies.
Goodies.
And
Or
my
bits.
mom, well, I said bits, so maybe everybody would understand. But we literally knew them in our house as goodies, and it's because my mom called them that. And I still remember her getting the paper towel, like some paper towels, laid them out, and she'd take the spoon and put the goodies right there, and that was my favorite part. She would always save them for me, Mom.
So
Thank you
good.
so much. And to this day, I still say goodies and Luke, and the kids look at me really weird.
Never heard of that. Oh, her chicken fried steak is really
But
good.
the cream gravy that she would make with that is amazing.
When we first started dating, and when they still lived out on the ranch, I remember going out there, and after we worked outside or whatever, and we
Yeah.
come back in, and she made that one time early on, and it was so good.
Yeah, so good. So that was like my top
Okay,
meal
least
from my
favorite?
mom. Okay, there's a couple, but not very many. So
Both of our moms are very good
very
cooks.
good cooks.
No doubt.
I would say one of the least favorites was salmon patties. I did not like that. It was like, blech.
See, I liked the salmon patties.
I was not huge on it. There was something about somehow the bone
Except when you got a
still
bone.
stayed in there. That's
I was just gonna say, except when you got a bone.
So the whole time I
Salmon
was
patty with
eating
a
my meal as a little kid, I would be sitting there like
Picking at
mushing
it,
it
yeah.
in my mouth, and
Oh, okay.
so
What was the other one?
the other one, it was like a, I want to say, I think it was like a Swedish meatball thing.
Salisbury steak?
Something
Because we
like that.
definitely
I
did
just
some
did
Salisbury
not
steak.
like it.
Again, Salisbury steak is basically just ground beef with cream of mushroom soup poured over it and then put it in the oven. Right? Am I getting that right, Mom?
And you know what? Now knowing how many things you have to think of what to cook
Yeah.
for dinner.
Well, yeah.
Oh
And
my gosh, all the things that you had to go through.
we did not eat out. I know you didn't either because you were out on the
We're
ranch.
80 miles away
But
from.
we did not eat out much at all. We just we just rarely ate out.
No, it was very rare for us.
It was a
because,
treat, yeah.
Yeah, out on the ranch, you're there. So every meal was cooked, and that's, Mom, I can't, the time spent in the kitchen plus the time doing everything else.
Yeah,
so
it's a lot of hard work.
Thanks, Mom, for all the good food, even when I didn't like it. I'm sorry.
So this has been fun. I just want to say, Mom, I love you so much. Thank you for everything you've done for me all these years, what's now quite a few years, because I have a big milestone coming up. But thank you so much for all you've done for me, and I love you, and I miss you. I know I don't call a lot. Nobody calls their mom as much as they should, and we should all call our mom's mom.
Call your mom.
Call your mom. I should call her right now. I'll call her right after we shut off this video. But love you, and happy Mother's Day. Thank you for everything.
And I just want to say, Mom, thank you so much for all you do, and I love you so much, and all that you've done. And you know, I want to say to your mom and my mom, you guys, probably when you were in the thick of it all, and there's times where you were questioning, why am I doing this? And it's the two people sitting here, you have a legacy. And all that hard work that you've done, and that you're still doing, because we still call. Thank you guys for making us who we are. And Mom, thank you for all that you've done, and I love you, and I'm gonna call you, and we wish we were with both of you, and we love you guys. So thanks, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.